It seems like more and more people are going to Japan to start creating clout video, and they seems to be getting bashed online. Hello there, how's it there? I'm Ame Gakita there. So obviously today we're in the chat, we are going to bet to one of my all-time favorite that I lived in for 6 years, Japan. And actually more so that when you kind of like look into recent 2024 about the theories that is happening in Japan, obviously we have to kind of like look into a lot of situation like why is now Japan having a lot of foreigner haters. You can't really blame Japan or the Japanese people at this point of time when you have people going around doing like some sort of weird dance in the train that is considered a dangerous stunt, because if the train freaking stop or if there is anyone that is walking around, they are causing like so-called disturbance not to only to other people but also to the train itself. And more so even when there is like someone who is doing a push-up on a freaking torii gate and thinking that she's gonna get a lot of attention. Well, I'll be damned, she did. Because the thing is, right, not only did she get a lot of people so-called attacking her in the most unexpected way, but what she did was considered the most unrespectful action to a religious defined thing in Japan. And torii gate itself is also not just like kind of like considered a gateway. What a lot of people need to understand that going by the so-called mythology of the torii gate, if you do get out of the path or you do something disrespectful to the torii gate, you can get spirited away by the yokai or people of the hell along the line. So hopefully she is considered alright, but if she do get having like a lot of demon chasing after her, that's her problem at this point of time. So the thing is, right, it does show to like get a lot of people talking about it, including like Andrew, who actually did talk on both incidents, where he talked about why he avoid tourist pack because with those kind of idiot and not my word, as well as that he even highlighting that this is why we can't have nice thing. And I did interact with the both because it takes some people to do this kind of stupid thing to make it all go south, or as well is that we also have to thank people like Logan Paul or Johnny Somali, more on him later on, for making it possible. So the thing is, right, it's really like, it's insane how people always go to with the idea saying that, oh, you go to Japan, you do this kind of thing, you are fine. When all they do is just basically making even more harder for other tourists to visit Japan with the right mindset, with the right respect to the culture and language itself. So the thing is, right, it's always take this kind of people to go and do this kind of thing. And even when I go and talk about the one who did the dance, right, the comment section was so bashing on it. Like even when people was like just saying the word deport or disgusting or even the K word, or even like do they need some medicine? So it's really does show that it's always this kind of idiotic foreign tourist that is going to Japan to do this kind of crowd chasing video, to think that it's alright for them to do it just because previously people had done it and they got away with it. The only issue is that what they didn't even realize is that not only do they kind of like do this sort of thing to not, it's like last time when I said it's open the floodgate to these kind of people, what they didn't realize is that what they are doing is actually causing more and more foreigners to be hated for their action, when those new foreigners who come in is just, it's kind of like the word icon in peace. Yeah, hopefully those kind of people who go away don't just go in peace, they were gonna be go away bashing in pieces because the online is not being kind at this point of time. More so ever when recently I kind of like covered about the blackwashing, whitewashing situation, and already kind of like that incident got a lot of online Japanese people hating on foreigner, and a lot of them start mass talking about a lot of those people who is talking badly about Japan. And now this kind of idiot is going around creating this kind of video, making more reason to let those kind of people, those Japanese people, to hate on foreigner even more. Dude, I always tell a lot of foreigner people that if you want to visit Japan, make sure you respect Japan. You understand the things that Japan can do and cannot do, as well as that learn a little bit of simple, polite Japanese words like arigato or sumimasen. So the thing is, right, if you can't even do these kind of basic things and you just go around trying to, oh, let's go to Japan, let's do them dance, oh yeah, and then let's get bashed on online, oh yeah, like it's just those kind of people just going around creating this sort of problem in the first damn place, and they don't even know why are they even doing, like, why is they being hated for the first place. Even more so that right now they are not even just only hated by a lot of Japanese people, they are also seems to be hated by a lot of foreigner people, because it's not only just like bringing bad rap to foreigner, the word itself, but it's also kind of like I mentioned, it may end up that if those people visit Japan in future, they may end up being hated as well, even for things that is done by those kind of other idiot people. So the thing is, right, when you kind of like sit down and think about it, even though like when people saying like, hey, why is it that some Japanese bars say that I'm not comfortable because you're not Japanese, and Andrew San also talked about it, like, it's not just speaking the language, it's getting butthurt over this kind of thing won't last long. Actually, I kind of talk about it, and I would just say once on like on this video and then chat. It's that living in Kyoto basically for 6 years, I know there's a lot of foreigner haters. It's just that, like I mentioned, those kind of stuff like this thing that people tend to do and post it online that get other foreigner to be so-called hated as well. So the only way to go about this kind of thing is, right, if they say that, oh, you're not Japanese, don't enter, move on. Just go to other places. There are, like, I live in Kyoto. There is so many different places in Kyoto. And often more than not, when I was living in Kyoto for 6 freaking years, I actually took my time to sometimes go window shopping. It's not just because I love window shopping along the line. Just because I love window along the line. It's I going around looking for stuff for inspiration, to kind of calm down along the line. And sometimes I come across foreigner having issue with communication with the cashier, or like asking for direction along the line, and I just actively help them. Like, I know how hard is it to go and visit a country and having a lot of problems due to communication issue, or even like want to buy some stuff or asking some stuff, they have no idea how to ask the right way, or even if you use the translation doesn't really help to a T along the line, and sometimes there may be a bit of mistranslation. So obviously you need someone who is able to do so, and I sometimes do help on that. It's just that when you come ask me like, do I ever come across problematic foreigner? Oh, I did. Throughout the 6 years, even though COVID kind of like shut down around 2 to 3 years of that time, I still managed to come across problematic foreigner. Mostly are from China. But considering that it's now no longer just China tourists that is the problematic, but also foreigner people that is from other places other than China that is also causing this kind of issue, yeah, it won't be long before Japan really kind of like starting hating on the word foreigner itself. And I guess it won't be long before people jump back to the old word, not gaijin, which is basically overseas people, or gaikokujin, which means again overseas people, or the word foreigner. They are going to start calling everyone alien. Yeah, go and search it out on Japanese word term alien. It actually being used to refer to foreigner in the past. So the thing is, right, when you kind of like sit down and think about it, right, it's really kind of like earlier I mentioned, like, it's always those kind of problematic videos that always kind of like open up the floodgate. Because the thing is, right, if people watch online and think, hey, it's alright to do this kind of thing, they don't get punished. Even when Johnny Somali got deported, even though when Logan Paul been banned from Japan, people will still think that just being banned from Japan once is fine, they can just go and do it anyway. And it's really kind of problematic. They just go and do it as if it's normal. And now they are just only opening up the floodgate of bringing even more bad rap to the word foreigner. I guess that at this point of time, I should be glad that when I'm no longer in Japan, because if I was in Japan, I'll definitely be going up to them and say, stop this. But I don't know, I mean, like, it's when you kind of like having this kind of people do it up there. But I'm not trying to say that there is no Japanese people who is like fully hating on them. There are actually still kind Japanese out there that is still hoping for that. It's just only the problematic foreigner doing this kind of thing. When I was in Japan, have actually did highlight to a lot of foreigner, a lot of Japanese people that there are those foreigners that is causing this kind of problem are just clout chasing. They are just problematic chaser. They are troublesome, just like how there are problematic people in Japan itself. So the thing is, right, when you kind of like explain it to them, they understand that there is nice people, there is also bad people. You can't stop the bad people from happening. They can't stop them from even coming to Japan. You can't even stop them from doing this kind of thing. So the thing is, right, at the end of the day, the only thing is just move on. Don't give them the attention they seek. Don't give a damn care. But apparently, one of people is not just only going around trying to get the title back of being the most hated streamer online, but he's really going around and causing problem in South Korea. Yes, we are talking about Johnny Somali, the one infamous guy from who did a lot of infamous stuff in Japan, as well as going as far as Israel to do the same kind of content, only to realize that it was not meant for him and he may has his life be unalive at the time, to decide to go to somewhere else considered safer, and apparently South Korea was in the list. I have to respect one thing, that he got the damn balls to do this kind of thing. He learned once, he learned twice, he still never learned a damn thing. So basically, he's there to do the same thing that got him in trouble in Israel and Japan, and he's doing it in South Korea. I mean, like, when I previously covered topic like KSI being the most hated insecure haters, or even like George Doherty revealing his true nature, like, if people can even tell me like George Doherty is actually the most hated YouTuber, and I mentioned that KSI is the most hated hater, it's really kind of like showing like there is another one who is trying to prove that he's also the most hated at this point of time, and that is Johnny Somani, because he did a lot of crazy stuff like sexually dancing at the comfort woman. Like, dude, what were you thinking? Well, apparently he got arrested, but I had no idea did the police kind of like release him or not, because he kind of like cried for like he actually do a count like saying that, oh, he had a rub with the South Korean police for like 5 times, 6 times, I don't know how many times, lost count already. But considering that he did something like that, a sexual dance in front of a comfort woman, which is the most disrespectful thing ever that I can ever think out of, and they just go around and saying like, oh, it's fine. Wow, I'm actually surprised that he's still freaking alive at this point of time though. Like, seriously, I'm actually very, very surprised. So the thing is, right, when I say that I don't want to cover him, like, I really need to like tell you guys is that people like him is the one that kind of like bring out this kind of fragate to the wrong side. And if South Korea start having problematic foreigner appearing in their country, it won't be long that South Korea starting became more of like Japan, where they will start hating on foreigner as well. So the best way it's best that people don't go and say, oh, because he's black we shouldn't take action, because he's American people we can't take action. Hell, there is a lot of foreigner people hating on him. Hell, there is a lot of American people hating on him. Hell, there is even black people hating on him as well. So at the end of the day, the one thing we all should do is not, regardless of race, age, or gender, if anyone who go around in Japan or South Korea or any other country that and do disrespectful thing or stunt that is considered dangerous in a way, or even disturbing the local people there, they should be get called out. They should be ashamed. They should be shamed as well, and they should, well, I don't really want to say we should attack them, but we should really call them out for the stunt they did, and that is considered the most stupid thing they ever done in their life. Because at the end of the day, this sort of thing is not supposed to be a thing. I'm just amazed that this sort of thing is just became part of the so-called streamer crowd or the video crowd, and getting attention from who know how long, where they think that it's alright to do. I'm even amazed that Johnny Somani is still alive at this point of time, but who knows? I mean, like, Am I wishing for his death? No, but I actually wish for him to be jailed up at this point of time. But anyway, that's just my speculative thought. It's just a random chat. But if you have your own view, your own take, do you think that those kind of foreigners are creating trouble in Japan, should be called out, or do you think that people like them should be also be arrested as well? I mean, like, I don't know, right in the comment section we can discuss it further. But if not, if you do like this video, don't forget to press the like button and subscribe for more random chat where I talk about stuff that sometimes makes sense, doesn't make sense, or sometimes totally random at time. But the one thing I hope is not random is I hope you guys have a nice day or night. Bye.